Welcome to ShanaSpeaks, and today it is Chat with me, and we're chatting with Desanna. Desanna. You know, I'm a little bit slow.
After 3 years of friendship.
Desanna. You have to understand, you see, while other persons have the luxury of shortening their friend's name, I don't, because the shortening version of her name is her twin's name. Don't blame me, I like nickname and them something in the art to give her one, right?
Too bad.
Miss Beauty Jamaican princess. An entanglement that's not going to withstand any storm. Shana speaks. I'm going to be asking Desanna a series of questions, and if you watch my last post with my chat with Trisha, you have an idea how the question I'm ask her. However, she doesn't. Okay? Alright, so what do you like and dislike most about being a woman?
We need some pina colada.
We need some pina colada. We need pina colada for this conversation.
First of all, I think it is PG, right? Okay. I think women are so amazing, you see. But I think the thing that makes us so wanted is the thing that makes it so hard to be a woman. And I always, this is a Christian.
To speak freely.
Okay, so I think coochie is the reason why being a woman is hard, and it's also the reason why being a woman is good. Because it is the thing that makes you so wanted. We're not want to believe it because we live in a society that makes it seem like, okay, it's a personality and all of that. Most of the time it's not your personality. So it's good to know that you have something that is valuable to
Undesirable.
But also it is what makes it annoying because sometimes you're not being desired by desirables. And so it makes it frustrating, and the desirables are already taken, or they are gay, or they are busy making money. Are them too righteous and holy?
From one extreme to the next.
Too heavily minded to have any use on earth. So that is the
What about the harassment that comes with having the coochie?
That's it. The undesirables. That is the nice way of putting it. The undesirables. You know, the ones that feel like say because me not give you what you desire and it's my property. You feel like say.
But it's called bad mind.
You're supposed to bash me. You're supposed to call me names. You're supposed to abuse me.
Degraded.
You're supposed to degrade me all because I'm my coochie. You didn't put coochie here.
Did God give you a coochie?
You didn't put coochie here.
I hope none of my students are subscribed.
That is that has always been my first time. Like, wow, it's like what makes you beautiful to be a woman is the same thing that makes it just hard.
Okay, wow.
That's not how you expect this question.
I'm loving how it is going. I'm just loving it, you know. But my next question though is likes and dislikes about being a Christian.
Alright, guys. Disclaimer, right? I'm not your typical Christian, okay?
There's nothing typical about my friend.
And that does not mean that I'm not saved, because I'm really saved.
And it's not negative. There's nothing negative in being different.
Negative. It's not negative. Okay, so let me start with what I like first. What I like about being saved is the favor that comes with being a child of God. It's something that people don't talk about much. But a part of favor is being able to connect with a higher power. And there's nothing I do that is not guided by that higher power. So you will see me make some moves in life and people will be like, how you do that? How you reach where you reach? And I'm because of me, darling.
The favor of God.
I got me talk to. I God tell me to do this and do that. And as a matter of fact, when he tell me to do it, me did probably be disobedient. I never do it as soon as he tell me to do it. But it's the favor that comes with it. You need to connect with God. No, my dislike is that there are some moments when you're around some people and you meet some people and they do certain things and they say certain things and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish that this person met me pre-saved. In
this moment, she's got God
Pre-baptized.
take the wheel.
Pre-baptized.
Understand? In this moment, she's like, God, take over the situation. And I'm going to go to jail.
I'm like, no, man. I said, no. After God done deliver the eye, you know, and transform the eye, then people come like they will buy them audacity, a PLS bamboo going on. And
them get it enough and cheap. So they might use it carelessly.
I say, yo, we're all the people today before we get saved because you know, say I think people take it for granted when they meet some really saved people that God have converted. They take it for granted that okay, you just sit back and saved. And sometimes the thoughts that go in my mind have to be like, God,
save me, Jesus.
Save my thoughts, because my mind is not saved yet.
Okay, so my friend, difficult with Christianity is you people are trying her.
Yes.
Stop, try her. But try Jesus. Okay?
Yes. In divine, him can manage. It's so civilized.
Okay, now the next two questions tapping into something that's very personal to her. And based on this, I wanted her to go check out her Instagram. Tell me Instagram handle.
Desanna WR, which is DESANNAWART.
And unfortunately, by the time you see this video, her live, one of her lives, which is what is
Creative Gist.
The first live will be gone by the time you see this, but I'm sure the recording is still up. You can go and watch it and go and watch her artwork and listen to what she has posted. My next question to you, my darling, is what do you like and what do you dislike most about this melanin, about being black?
Oh my, wow. Yeah, she's right, you're right. You know, I love that topic. I have been on this journey about discovering what blackness is and what blackness means to me. So I love what you say what blackness means to me, because, or what I love about blackness.
Yeah, what you like about being a black woman?
What I like about being a black woman is the diversity that comes with blackness. I like the fact that I'm black, you black, we work with black people, and we're all so different.
Yep.
And you may say that okay, it's the same for every race, but I just think black people have a different type of diversity.
True.
And it really comes from the fact that your blackness is shaped by who you're around.
Yeah.
And so your version of blackness based on where you grew up, based on the school you went, is very different from mine. So and that's what I love about being black, that it's so diverse.
There's
and
no standard definition.
There's no
of
standard. So you don't get to define me and say, oh, she's black, and you get to say, okay, she's going to speak like this.
You don't get to define me. Oh my God, I love that. What we love about being black is that you don't get to define us. We defined it.
You can't assume how I'm going to talk. You can't assume my vibe. You can't assume my thoughts. You cannot assume my intellect. You cannot. You have to wait and see what you get, because every single package is different, custom made. That's what black is.
Cookie and read what is in it.
But guys, if you want to hear more about this, come on Creative Gist.
Go on Creative Gist. Go on her, because there will be discussions from artists, poets.
I call it creative thinkers.
All creative thinkers will be talking about blackness, and a lot more content will be coming about blackness on the That's Grace family, on Creative Gist, and even here on this channel. Check it out.
And I'm a black artist, and I am a mixed media artist, guys. And a lot of what I focus on is how different people are afforded different lives based on who they are and the spaces that they're in. So
Yeah. Now, jump in, because we distracted a little bit.
yeah.
Going back to your dislikes.
My dislike about what it means to be black or about blackness, being a black woman.
Yeah, being a black person, really.
It's very similar to what I like about it. What I dislike is that people continuously try and fit me in their perspective of a black person
Don't
that they
put me
met,
in a box. Do
of a
not
black
put
person
me in a
that they met.
corner.
So for example, they met you yesterday, right? And so that's blackness for them now. And then I walk in the room and and I don't speak like you, and I don't respond to things like you, and they automatically be like, so why you,
And why do you think you can
Yeah.
give me and take away my black card? It is not
Yeah.
yours to give and it's not yours to take away.
So I hate that I will go into a space and people will
Prejudge.
will pre-assume something about me based on the fact that they've been introduced to one type of black.
I
So I have to constantly define for you what blackness is for me and what I bring to the table.
Okay, so our next question is, what do you like most and what do you dislike about being Caribbean?
Boy, the stigma attached to Caribbean, it's rough sometimes. I think when you're trying to get onto the international scene, you have to fight with all the things that people think is wrong with the Caribbean. You have to fight with, they say, okay, Caribbean people are loud and vulgar and they don't follow rules. And even though that is not true, okay? Because while you have some undesirables in the Caribbean,
There's undesirables on the other and everywhere else.
But
The
exactly.
seven continents
and all the way are
and the seas
undesirables.
and everything have undesirables too.
And all the way,
Who's judging you by your
you have
undesirables?
some decent people living in the Caribbean.
A lot of us.
Two of which are here, okay? So you have some decent people that live in the Caribbean, but nevertheless, when you go anywhere and people are not familiar with persons from the Caribbean diaspora, they automatically go for what they have heard. And most times you don't publicize the best things. And so that, you have to fight against that. But what I love about being Caribbean is that Caribbean people, I'm going to say Caribbean people have a rhythm. I'm going to say that.
I don't have much, but it's true.
And what I mean is that anywhere you go in the world and you meet Caribbean people, you can build a vibe.
Yeah.
You can build a vibe with excitement. You can build a vibe, even over food, you can build a vibe. Conversation can happen. You're not going to go somewhere with Caribbean people and be bored. You can expect Caribbean people to be very expressive, and that doesn't mean so loud, but they come with different personalities, and I love people with personality, and I find that Caribbean people have personality. And that comes from our blackness too.
And personality.
That comes from our blackness.
Not just personality,
we're multi-personalities.
Yes.
So that comes with our blackness too. So I think it's the blackness leading into the Caribbeanness, and or vice versa.
Yeah,
it
that
depends
is
on
true.
who is telling the story. So, yeah.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset because it's cooler. It's cooler.
Boots or heels?
Boots.
Chocolate or ice cream?
That's hard. Ooh, I would just choose rum and ice cream. Very specific. I'm not choosing ice cream.
Oh my god, I cannot manage. Because I'm not asking anywhere them questions here. Well, the next time I ask otherwise, it's not because I can't remember no more. But final question, which is the question, what do you like most and dislike most about me?
Trouble. They didn't know.
You can only list one.
I was just about to go into my folder, because in my mind it's like a computer. I have a folder.
I set it myself up, I swear.
Hello, I have a folder of everybody, so I just click the Shana folder.
And it's big notice. How much gigabytes or megabytes? Okay, compose yourself.
Oh wow! All right. Okay, so I think all of Shana's friends can agree, and I have not met all of Shana's friends, but I believe that I speak for all of us. Woo! say, there is a version of Shana that you meet, okay? The first time you meet her. It's very nice, fun, free-spirited individual, you know, very open-minded and, you know, love people for who they are and, you know, tell you that, you know, go off and express and explore and be you and you're everybody's cup of tea. Yes, you know? That's that version of Shana.
You like that version?
And then come into a situation now, understand? Where you call Shana your friend, you call Shana, which is your friend. And you bring a situation to her. And you know when your friend's supposed to take your side and your friend's supposed to be the one to like feed into you. No, that's not the friend you get at that time. You get one ulterior version of Shana. We're telling you that that's not how you're supposed to see it. It's from other person's perspective. Oh, she pulled a God card, you know. And so this kind of your responsibility as a child of God. And whilst I understand the Bible says, when she just said me just got mute, you know, and me just get vexed, you know. Sometimes I call her and I say, she just get me got mute and she say, wow, I say, this is not the version of me, me know why it is right now. Because the Spirit of God don't tell me that already. Me don't want to hear you to reiterate. Me call my friend to tell me, say, me is right. And when me do or doing is correct and you support me, yes, me don't want to hear, but the Spirit of the Lord says, okay? So, that's what I don't like about her. You understand? Because sometimes I think she doesn't realize that I call for the friend support. I don't want you to count. I don't want a solution. You're supposed to be angry with me, like you're supposed to cuss the person with me. You don't have to defend the person. I'm
not defending, I'm just giving her a problem.
No, I don't want a perspective. I want you to cuss the person with me. With me. Along with me and you.
Cuss them up.
No, me feel like me here. I quarrel with the person I don't get. Me don't want to get their perspective. Me don't want to get their perspective. And sometimes before I give the person I feel back to Sheena. Because she whether the person defends.
Okay, do you see my life, people? But I love how open she is. Desanna is passionate. Desanna is a go-getter. Desanna wants you. Desanna makes you feel lazy. No matter how much of a go-getter you are in life, Desanna makes you feel lazy. That is good and that is bad. Desanna wants me. Desanna is going to every month. Did you work on your book of poetry this month? Yeah. Did you put out a YouTube video this month? What are you doing on TikTok? Is TikTok for joke or is TikTok for real? What is that for? That is what I love about it. And I love that about this. And what I don't like about this, bad. And then she expects me to spoil her. You understand? And she demands She demands me to spoil her.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And you know, she's a work in progress just like myself. And so everybody, this is longer than I thought it was going to be, but it was so much fun. And this chat is
but I never told you what I love about you.
All of that way nobody like about me? Jesus!
That was me creating the narrative.
All of that art the way like about me?
That was me creating the narrative.
The way like about me?
Alright, me like love this motion now. But one of the things, and I will always say it, Shana has gone through a lot of things. You've gone through a lot of things in life before me, right? And one of the good things is that she doesn't hold back her experiences. You know, some people I go through things and they're like, no, just pray about it and go and like say, they never make no mistake, they never falter, they never did they never did anything wrong. That's not Shana. So if I'm going through a period where I wastefully spend money or something like that, she'll be like, yeah, man, I understand the reason why you did it, and she will encourage and she supports. Shana is the first person that teach me that I should have fun on a budget.
Yeah.
When I was very, 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 but not to say that we're rich now. That's not the story. But when I just started working and had very little funds, just moving out of mommy's home and just was very low, Shana was the first person to teach me how to spend on a budget. And as I go through different stages of my life, that should have gone through before, she's always there to say, I know what that journey is like, I know what that stage is like, don't feel bad, you're not doing horrible, you're not the worst than nobody else, and be there to encourage. And That may not be the fun something you want to hear, but that's a very good quality to have.
Aww, thank you. Okay, so this has been a well overdue chat. Like we have been talking about having this chat forever, and it so spontaneously like it's today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that means some more can do so. Tell her so she must take out her camera.
Just
no
take out her camera. Believe me.
Again.
Yes. If you like the craziness, if you like the fun, if you like the energy, ask questions. Tell us what this next segment is supposed to be. This is ShanaSpeaks, and this is Chat with Shana featuring Desanna from. Tell us your social media handles.
Desanna WR, that is on Instagram, and you can also find me on my family's page. That's Grace Family.
Alright, and it was nice chatting with you.
It was very nice.
This is ShanaSpeak, as always. Be blessed. Mwah.